look at that, miles up. Oh, it's nearly taken someone out in the stands. That was a flat six right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, happy for the members, and it went like a rocket. Well, wicket 24.
In today's volume of Krikazi Diaries, I have a very special guest with me, my cousin Hashim Hamid Khwaja from London, UK, and we'll be deconstructing England's thumping 45-run victory versus Pakistan at Headingley, levelling the series and setting it up very nicely for a decider at Old Trafford. Haji Hashi, yet another disappointing display from the boys. How do you feel about today? How do you feel in general?
A bit disappointed, as always, with Pakistan cricket. It's 1 minute up, the next minute it's down. Lewis, we were going in batches. I don't want to be overly critical of today's performance, and I'm sure we'll do a deep dive later in the session. But obviously disappointing when Pakistan loses. But there were a lot of positives to take from the game, and quite a few negatives also, which cost us.
Chalo, I'll start off by talking about our bowling. I'll go one by one. Let's start with your favorite Haris Rauf. Very bad today. Again, conceded 19 runs in his first over. Went for 47-48. Got to 2 wickets, but they were way at the end. Tab tak to koi farak bhi nahi padta tha. And I've been one of the biggest proponents of Haris Rauf. But I too am ready to admit that ever since that South Africa series, jab se PSL shuru hua hai, he's been far too leaky, far too expensive, consistently short, and he just doesn't bowl enough in the block hole. What's your take?
Yeah, I've always in the past been critical of Haris Rauf. I just don't know. He's got one thing for sure, and I think all of us would agree. It's got pace. Hai. Now, what's the analogy? There's an analogy I'm looking for. It's like pace is like a two-faced gun. You know, if it doesn't come out the right way, you shoot yourself. Or Haris Rauf, unfortunately, since I've been following him 90% of the times, wo apna weapon uses it against his own team. I just feel there's something missing in him. Now, I'm not obviously a technical expert, and I'm sure other people would probably have more of an insight in his technical abilities. But I just feel he's not a complete bowler. जो उसका run up है, जो उसका action है just before he delivers the ball, उसका jump. I just don't think कि उसका rhythm सही है, which basically means that it's difficult for him to control his pace. And yeah, he pitches it way too short, way too wide, giving batsmen the ability to hit him anywhere in the park, so to say. So yeah, again, terrible performance. I've been critical of him in the past, and he hasn't obviously done anything to make me think otherwise.
Yeah, वो कहते तो हैं pace is pace यार, but pace isn't quite enough over here. You need your lines and lengths consistent as well. For me, he's been too short, and even though I've been an advocate from the word go, I think it's time maybe to bench Haris Rauf. Khair, coming up to the next guy.
There's another point I want to mention. When you're playing in England, the ball also seams around. Say you saw Saqib Mahmood ball, you saw even David Willey with the new ball, Shaheen Afridi obviously from our side too. When there's a bit of help from the wicket, although it's obviously predominantly a batting wicket, लेकिन अगर थोड़ा सा आपको मिल रहा है, तो pitch it in the right areas. यार, your strength is bowling Yorkers and bowling on the stumps with that pace. क्यों नहीं use करता is a big question mark. Or it's not once. It happens again and again. It's just terrible. And
you see that when he does pitch it up, he does get good results. ठीक है, आज लिविंगस्टन ने एक लंबाई 6 दे दिया था उसको नीचे, वो तो पता नहीं था. It's probably the biggest 6 I've ever seen. तो मैं याद है शायद अफरीदी का रायन मैक्लारन को याद है छक्का, उससे बड़ा छक्का था यार ये. बहुत बड़ा छक्का था.
एक अफरीदी ने आई थिंक साउथ अफ्रीकन बॉलर को भी मारा था.
रायन मैक्लारन.
एक वो नहीं था लैंगोवेट, कौन मुझे नाम भूल गया.
नहीं, I'm pretty sure it was Ryan McLaren, bro.
अच्छा, okay, fine. Anyway, हाँ, वो अफरीदी का which was a 12 basically जो commentators ने बोला था.
ये तो बहुत
बड़ा. Haris Rauf, unfortunately, I think एक और there's another thing I want to say about Haris Rauf. अगर I was trying to think where does he slot in best, you know, if we are playing him, although I would never opt to play him given his recent performances, लेकिन अगर हम लोग खेल रहे हैं Haris Rauf को खिला रहे हैं, so where does he fit in? And that's a question to you also. Does he, because like Haris Rauf is expensive, you know, and pace, when you're bowling over 90 miles per hour, your margin for error is really slim. You get it wrong and you're going to be put away. So उसकी मेरे ख्याल से true calling है to pitch it in the stumps, थोड़ा से angle के साथ अंदर लेकर आए और pace के साथ bowling कराए, तो probably death bowling उसके लिए suits him the best. Having him bowl first change after 6 overs, those overs between overs 6 and 13, I would say in T20 cricket are those overs where run rate थोड़ा नीचे रहता है compared to the first 6 overs in the last 6-7, given के wickets कितने in hand. वो वाले फेज के अंदर when you give Haris Rauf the ball, वो opposite ही आता है, वो उसको उसमें भी मार पड़ती है. तो मेरे ख्याल से अगर उसको पढ़नी है, and if you are playing him, तो उसको उसका role define करो कि he should come in the end, ball those, the Umar Gul type role, comes in right at the end and balls those Yorkers. बस करना ही हुआ है. I feel like Haris Rauf, his biggest weapon is bowling Yorkers. वो कराता ही नहीं है.
हाँ बिल्कुल तुम सही कह रहे हो, and I agree. First change पे I am not convinced with Haris. If up to me, मैं बिल्कुल तुम्हारी वाली चीज करता. I would bring him from the 12th over और वहाँ पे उसे 4 करा दूं, क्योंकि डेथ में तो he is proven. But वही बात है यार, it's been too inconsistent now. और अगर ये इतनी leaky balls देता रहेगा, 2 अच्छी बॉलें कराएगा, 3 बुरी करा रहा है इस वक्त. So I think I would bench him right now. इस वक्त जगह नहीं बनती. But yes, as for definition of roles, I think captaincy wise he's not being used to his potential. I agree over there. Khair, chalo, we spent enough time on Haris. Let's move on to Hasnain. Really promising in the last game. Went for plenty in this one, but still got you 3 wickets, including the key wicket of Joss Butler, जो वैसे यार अभी फौरन आया है और पाकिस्तान तो उसकी favorite team है. He's just looks so fluent और आते सारी उसने 50 ठोक दी है. मतलब I'm lost for words. I really am a big fan of Joss Butler. But khair, your take on Hasnain?
Yeah, no, I think Hasnain bowled okay. Yeah, the first over that he went for 16 bowling to Joss Butler. What was that from Butler, dude? Absolutely amazing. I think all the shots that he played in that first over against Hasnain, I don't think he did much wrong. I feel Joss Butler and AB de Villiers in T20 cricket, at least, they're the type of batsmen that you just need to be prepared that even if you bowl your best delivery, you might be put away for a 4 or a 6. Because वो 360 players they can hit you anywhere. They can just shift across, lift you over the keeper. They can hit you on the up. They can hit you on the back foot. They're powerful. And yeah, Hasnain's first over against Joss Butler wasn't a bad over. Butler too good of a batsman, and he got those on top.
You mentioned 360, and honestly, I feel like कोई भी length आप करा लो Joss Butler को, he lap you over for 6. So उसने आज भी किया है वो. But yeah, credit to Butler for the way he played Hasnain, and Hasnain still got you 3 wickets. ठीक है, 51 के लिए गए, but he gets a pass from me this game. अगला मैच मैं तो Hasnain को खिला लूंगा. He showed some promise. So hot and cold, but I'd still go with him.
Yeah. I think the only thing I would say about Hasnain is वो सही कर रहा है, लेकिन again not only Hasnain, a lot of Pakistani bowlers also. I just don't understand stumps के अंदर ज़्यादा bowling क्यों नहीं कराते हैं? Why do they give them width? Obviously credit to England for the way they played, and they've always played that brand of cricket, attacking brand, and they put you under pressure. लेकिन come on, you're playing international level cricket. You need to be able to control your bowling and bowl within the stumps, not give them enough room. Saqib Mahmood, we'll come to it later, but that's my take on Hasnain. Promising, but he still needs a bit of work.
Yeah, chalo, yeah, I would agree over there. Let's move on to the pick of Pakistan seamer Shaheen Afridi. I thought he was brilliant in his opening spell. They negotiated him. Butler played him with a lot of respect. Magar yaar, itna late laate hain Shaheen ko wapas. We had him England at 164 for 7. Wapas Shaheen ko lata. Babar should have gone for the kill. He can bowl those Yorkers. ये मुझे just समझ नहीं आती. I think he's not utilized properly.
ये हम लोग, I'm sure we'll touch on this जब हम लोग बात करेंगे the difference between Pakistan, the brand of cricket we play, and the brand of cricket some of the other bigger nations play. ये problem mindset का है, और ये, and I think it stems from the fact कि आपकी ऊपर की management level पे कहाँ से बात आ रही है. It's not only Babar. I know he's taking the decision on the field, लेकिन it's as much off the field play as much it is on field. तो वो डिफेंसिव अप्रोच है. अनफॉर्चुनेटली डिफेंसिव माइंडसेट है. विकेट नहीं लेनी है, बचा कर रखना है आखिर तक, चाहे वी गॉन फॉर 200 प्लस एनीवे. तो which obviously I don't agree with. और इनको चाहिए कि
एक वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉलर है आपके पास शाहीन आफरीदी में. You've got the opposition at 164 for 7. Go for the kill. उनको under 180 खत्म करो.
Absolutely. और इन्हें पहले गेम में भी ये किया था. Even the game where England, I'm going back to ODI series, 160 for 7 और थे हम लोग. हम नहीं लेकर आए थे to try and go for the kill. We let Gregory and all those other players who were really good players, but again they're inexperienced at that level. और तुमने उनको expose बिल्कुल भी नहीं किया. You let them come in, take their singles and doubles, set them in. उसके बाद you get your ace bowlers, और फिर by that time it's too late already. Or again today we had them on the back foot because we were picking wickets regular intervals पे हम ले रहे थे. लेकिन we saved the best for the last, and it was all too late.
Yep. Chalo, moving on to one of my other boys, Shadab Khan. Look, he's looked better with the ball in this series. पहले से तो बहुत बेहतर लगा है. आज भी उसने control से bowling करी. 1 for 33 is not they aren't bad figures on this pitch, and वो भी Johnny Bairstow की wicket. But I'll say this one thing, and this was pointed out by Kumar Sangakkara as well, that the difference between Shadab and England's leg spinners was that Shadab was going for the more defensive approach के run नहीं खाने, whereas England's leggies attacked us and got success. तो क्या कहना चाहोगे तुम इसमें?
Yeah, no, absolutely agree. देखो, पहले I think in the past you and I have got quite conflicting views on different bowlers. Haris Rauf, you've always been an advocate, और मैं उसके हमेशा against रहा हूँ. Shadab, you've always been a big fan. I've been, on the other side again. लेकिन I don't want to be overcritical of Shadab's performance today, and also in the previous game. I know he went for a few runs. The only thing that I would like Shadab to adjust is those short balls that he delivers.
Drags it down far too often.
Drags it down. I think he got put away for 10 odd runs today. वो drag down पे जो उसने leg पे खाया होइक पे, और उसके बाद एक और बाउंड्री उसने दी उसके शॉर्ट बॉल पे. अगर वो दो बॉल्स आप इक्वेशन से निकाल दो, Shadab went for 33 odd runs and scored overs, picked up a crucial wicket of Butler.
Oh, Butler and Johnny
Bairstow, sorry, equally dangerous obviously. And he went for 33 odd runs. I think in a game where Pakistan were all the bowlers with the exception of Shaheen were put to the sword, Shadab bowled well. He could have been a bit more aggressive. Like, you have to give him a bit of leeway because the other end was just leaking too many runs.
Yeah.
So he couldn't have bowled the way England bowled. Maybe he could have been a bit more aggressive. लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से the way he bowled today and the way he controlled the situation was commendable. So I have nothing negative on his performance today apart from the short balls.
Plus, you can't forget his fielding, right? In the previous game as well and this game as well, crucial catches, hard takes on the boundary line. हालांकि अब मलिक नहीं है टीम में, तो वो एक void है हमारी boundary line पे catching, and I think Shadab's filling that pretty well. Malkhair, I think that's enough on Shadab.
Yeah, Shadab के ऊपर मैं एक और बात बोलूँगा. He's become more of a. I like the way he's batting also. I like what I see, and we need that depth in batting. The six hitting power, and Shadab gives you that, and he's a gun fielder. So absolutely, I think I would back him to play in the first level.
चलो आखिरी बॉलर आ गया है इमाद वसीम. I don't know, man. I'm not sold. Imad का unique selling point होता था. He used to trap the batsmen for room. He used to choke them. Economy under control होती थी. Wickets तो उसने आज लिए हैं crucial, no doubt. And that's why I'm not going to be overly critical on him. मगर पता नहीं यार. I feel like Nawaz offers you more. और आज तो हमने देखा इंग्लैंड को 2 leg spinner खिलाते हुए. So maybe even Usman Qadir could replace him potentially, man. I don't know. मजा नहीं आ रहा मुझे इमाद का. वो वाली bite नहीं नजर आ रही जो कभी आया करती.
सही कह रहे हो. नहीं, I completely agree इस बात पे. लेकिन मुझे यार, what are our options? And you can probably tell me what the options are. Usman Qadir, I've seen him maybe a bit inexperienced at this time. Nawaz, यार, I'm not too sold. कह सकते हो, you could have said कि आज the ball gripped. But dude, I mean, Imad Wasim got Jason Roy. That's probably England's. I think if I were to rate England's T20 team, the top 3 batsmen in England's side for T20 would be Bairstow, Butler, and Roy. I think I rate all those 3 very highly, and he got Jason Roy for 10 runs. So I don't have a problem per se with Imad's performance, and he did something with the bat today, which Nawaz I don't think can do. Uski batting, what I've seen in the PSL more recently, मुझे पसंद नहीं आया what I saw. You could potentially say, had Imad not picked up any wickets, you could potentially say, yeah, we need a bit more, somebody who can use the wicket a bit more, vary his pace, और जहाँ पे ball grip और turn कर, especially अगर UAE के track पे with the World Cup coming up, जहाँ पे ball grip और turn ज़्यादा कर सकता है, Nawaz can play a big role. But आज की performance से लेकर, I think Imad did his job.
Yeah, I think I can't. I'm not going to be overly critical of him. मुझे वो मजा नहीं आ रहा है. इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि वो अगला मैच अब ना खेले क्योंकि उसने परफॉर्म किया. Plus he did try with the bat. Fight तो उसने दी है थोड़ी end में. तो we'll excuse him. He'll get a pass this time. अच्छा, before I end this segment, मैं 2 बातें करना चाहता हूँ. पहली बात, यार, when all of your fast bowlers were going for so many runs, why not use Mohammad Hafiz as an option for some buffer overs? I don't get it.
Yeah, I think Pakistan missed a trick. 2 चीजें मैं भी इस पे बोलूँगा. एक ये चीज़ कि पहले टॉस जीत कर the decision to bowl first was a defensive one. सही है. On a wicket that promises so much. It's a day game. कोई due factor नहीं है, कोई कुछ नहीं है. और and you've gone in and put England to to bat with Josh Butler and all those guys in. तो मेरे ख्याल से वो पहले ही defensive approach था. और फिर दूसरी बात ये कि we didn't read the wicket properly. हालांकि even if we missed reading the wicket properly from the start, we should have seen how Shadab had bowled. Imad ka bhi kai ball gripped. Butler tried to put it. That shot where Butler played, Imad dropped his shot and whacked him for 6 over cover backward. Amazing shot. But then again, उससे जो पहली 2 बॉलें कराई थी, he tried to hit, but he couldn't because those balls gripped and he bowled in the right areas. So I think he definitely missed a trick. He should have had Hafiz ball, especially after Haris Rauf had given 35 runs in his first 2. He definitely should have tried Hafiz. I'm not sure why Babar didn't.
Yeah, that is a trick missed in my book as well. On a closing note for this segment, let's just talk a bit about the fielding performance by both teams. Pakistan, I felt, was really good catching again. They took that momentum from the last game. Ground fielding, not so impressed. They did fumble a few कुछ extra runs on the diye. Whereas England ने तो it was क्या कहते हैं? कोई एक गलती नहीं. Yeah, it was a fielding masterclass. Boundary riding by Bairstow, amazing. Catching, amazing. Adil Rashid catch, kamal. So I think that was the difference between the two sides, and Pakistan will really have to improve their ground fielding.
Look, I think that's always a thing you attach to Pakistan cricket. Fielding has always been a big question mark. Although I do think that we've improved if you look at our record historically. We need to do a bit more. Shukar hai, catches obviously is a crucial part, and I'm glad to see that we're not putting the easier ones down like we used to in the past. Shadab, I think, probably saved you about 8, 10, 12 odd runs in the field today, which was amazing. That catch that he took off Jordan, he made it look very easy, although I don't think it was an easy catch because I think Jordan had gotten hold of the ball, and if it hadn't been for Shadab, it probably would have gone for a 6. So,
and हाँ बोल दो.
नहीं, मैं सिर्फ ग्राउंड फील्डिंग से लेकर obviously not so impressed. England obviously has always been one of the better fielding teams in world cricket. So there's room for improvement for Pakistan for sure.
Magar, you can't deny Azam Khan's effort at point, can you?
Yeah. That was quite pleasing on the, I must say. Really good to see him put in the effort. I think he puts in the effort, and he does have the game, but I think for him to have the goal for playing for Pakistan right now is probably a bit too early. I can see him develop into a cricketer who can come and play for Pakistan, but right now it's a bit too early.
Likewise. We'll get more into that in the later segments. In this next segment, I want to talk about Pakistan's batting effort, especially their response versus England's spinners. So Hashim, start to अच्छा लिया फिर से. Babar and Rizwan have consistently gotten you runs. Again, power play में 50 हो गया था, but then you lost the untimely wicket of Babar. और फिर Sohaib Maqsood आया, he hit a few. Things were still looking good. I'd say 8 over mark पे we had 71 for 1. Pakistan were very much in the game. मगर फिर आए Parkinson और Rashid, and then that 1 over of Moeen Ali. कहाँ हम 71 for 1 थे और 13 overs तक हम लोग कोई 95 for 5 हो चुके थे. Completely lost the plot versus England spinners. Both Parkinson and Adil Rashid combined for 55 runs and 3 wickets. और फिर Moeen Ali, even though we took him for some runs, Sohaib Maqsood did. उसके बाद उसने एक ही over में he got you both Fakhr and Hafiz, and the game was dead there. So isn't this a bit worrying given the UAE, the T20 World Cup is coming up in the UAE, and you're supposed to play spin well? Pakistan is a team which has traditionally played spin well, so this was personally shocking for me. मुझे तो नहीं समझ आई this response versus spin. I just did not understand, and I think this is a big cause for concern.
That also on English wicket. मैं सिर्फ इस पे एक बात ये कहूँगा कि I think I want to take a step back. I think you mentioned Pakistan का start अच्छा था with Babar in this one. I don't think यार कि बहुत अच्छा start था या अच्छा start था. I rate it as an average start because it's a batting wicket. सही है. Or when the ball is coming onto the bat, first 6 overs the ball is fresh, hard, new. Comes onto the bat much better than the later parts of the game. Or you scored 50 odd runs in the first 6 overs. That's below the required run rate. तुम्हारे पहले 6 के अंदर the bowling team is only allowed 2 fielders outside the ring. तो वो फिर से वो वाला approach where we want to save wickets up front and then try and cover up in the later stages of the game. So say that work. It probably comes across as a big surprise that I'm being critical of a performance that probably got Pakistan to its higher ever T20 international score 233. But we did something similar in that game also. And it's not every day that you're going to have players come down the order and score 14-15 runs in the per over in the death overs, and that to be honest was thanks to some poor death bowling by England in the previous game. But focusing our attention on this game again, 10 runs per over ka required run rate tha when we started. At the end of 6 overs we were behind. I think we should have made more use of the first 6. I would have taken 70 for 2 or even for 75 for 3 or something over a 50 for 0. We lost the first wicket within the first 6.
I do have a conflicting opinion with you over there. I think that opening with Babar and Rizwan and giving us that platform, like they get you consistently 50 runs in the power play without losing a wicket. वो तो उन्होंने आज भी किया. फिर untimely wicket बाबर की, that set us back. मगर लग तो ये रहा है यार कि अगर इन दोनों में से एक बैट्समैन इस वक्त नहीं चलता ना तो कोई चांस ही नहीं है. Like ठीक है आपके पास सोहेब मकसूद, फखर जमान हफीज, power hitters type player आ रहे थे. None of them could cope with the spin. I think that's where you lost the game. I wouldn't place too much blame on Babar and Rizwan. I think they got you to a good start. I just feel like our batting is heavily reliant on those two.
I'm absolutely not blaming them. उन्हें run किए करके दिए. They consistently get us runs. I'm not absolutely hinting on changing or replacing any of them with anybody else. हालांकि in the past I've been a big fan of opening with Shajid. लेकिन मैं सिर्फ ये कहूँगा कि it's a matter of intent. हमारी strategy, हमारी सोच, the way we go into the game. We're not a modern team, and I'm obviously a big fan. And looking at the other bigger nations play, मैं हमेशा से उस वाली क्रिकेट की अप्रोच का फैन हूँ जो कि थोड़ी मेरिट पे थोड़ा अग्रेसिवली खेलते हैं. and I'm not doubting our players' ability to do it. मेरे ख्याल से it's about our mindset and approach to the game. हमारा अप्रोच ये होता है कि we try not to lose a wicket rather than we'll try and put pressure on the bowling side and you know get a hold of the game within the first 6. हमारा कभी ये नहीं होता सोच. उस सोच में मैं बात करूँ आज. To be honest, they did try. I think because they knew that they're chasing 200, they didn't want to fall too behind the required run rate. So they tried a lot. There was a lot more intent in this game versus the game that was played 2 days ago. You know, उस game में we were fortunate enough to cover up. इस game में नहीं हो सका.
It's a very interesting point you bring up. I mean, there's a difference of approach, a very clear difference of approach between both teams. England, they capitalize on the first 10. On a good day, they're going to be 90 odd for 3 or 4 in 7 overs. On a bad day, they'll be 90 odd for 3 or 4 down in 9 overs. So, मतलब उनकी approach ही यही है कि पहले 10 overs में capitalize करना है, and that's how they play their cricket. Whereas we are more circumspect in the first 10, and we go gung ho later. So, ठीक है, you bring up an interesting point. I'm not sure which approach is better at this point. Because आज if Babar and Rizwan had lasted a bit more, I feel like we did have this game under the belt. मगर हाँ, it's a very interesting debate to be had, and I think maybe we need to go back to the drawing board and think, अच्छा, how do we approach the power play? How do we approach the first 10? So I think that's a good point to bring up.
देखो the problem with that approach is the Babar and Rizwan approach, the Pakistan approach. The problem is that the minute you fall behind the required run and you lose a wicket, then there's double pressure. There's the pressure of losing a wicket and there's scoreboard pressure because you have to score at a higher run rate. सही है. और वही आज हुआ when and जैसे I think we were going at a decent rate यार. Unfortunately, even if you go with the circumspect approach, if you get a good ball, you get out anyway. You know, Shoaib Maqsood got a decent ball. It gripped, it turned, it bounced. He just got beat. He wasn't trying to hit an aggressive shot anyway. वो block कर रहा था आगे आकर, but he just missed it. और अगर आप circumspect approach से जाओगे, you're always risking the run rate because अगर एक अच्छा ball आया तो regardless of what brand of cricket you're playing, out हो जाओगे. Chances are कि अच्छे ball पे out हो सकते हो, जैसे शोएब मकसूद हो गया. तो फिर why not, you know, try and play the game, try and be close to the required run rate as much as possible, ताकि अगर ये विकेट गिरता भी है, the next batter who comes in is not under pressure. You know, it's not problem ये है कि when Hafiz got out, Hafiz had played 11-12 odd balls for 9-10 runs. सही है, उसने 2-3-4 दफा कोशिश किया, but anyway, sending in Hafiz and not Fakhar was a defensive approach. उधर ही पता चल गया था कि they want to preserve the so to say more aggressive batsman for later. और अभी थोड़ा सा, you know, we'll single double और जरा pressure release करेंगे. Could have also been the fact that Hafiz plays spin well then, but Fakhar also plays spin quite well. तो वही पहले नजर ही आ रहा था कि जैसे मकसूद आउट हुआ है, हम बैकफुट पे चले गए. And unfortunately we dug a hole for ourselves. उधर एक और 2 विकेट गिर गई, जैसे Hafiz की और Fakhar की, and then it was all too difficult for the next batsman to come. और with comparatively England, उनका विकेट गिर रहा होता है, but they always have their run rate under control. हमेशा under check, हमेशा. और उसके अंदर फायदा ये होता है कि if you're playing a long tail like we do too, then all you need is for the tail to come, put in a quick fire 15, 20, 25, and you're still up at 180, 190, 200 runs. You know?
In England's case, you don't even need that. You just
Don't
need
need
them to get the basics right, और वो पहुंच जाते हैं.
पहुंच जाते हैं. और हम लोग जो हैं अपना खुद भी dig our hole, अपने shell में जाकर खेलते हैं, and then in any case, even if you're playing in your shell, अच्छा ball आता है, you get out, and then there's scoreboard pressure, plus you've lost wickets also. So
I feel like तुम जो propose कर रहे हो, that can't happen with Babar and Rizwan up top, क्योंकि they're very similar kind of batsmen, and I think the mentality right now is कि इन दोनों में से कम एक end तक खेलना चाहिए. मगर फिर I guess you will have to reshuffle the order. आपको शायद फखर opener लाना पड़े to capitalize on the power play. I'm not too sure if we should do that. I would give Babar and Rizwan another opening go. They did try though. आज कोशिश कर रहे थे मारने की, अब बाबर की अब वो लग गई outside edge लग गई, क्या हो सकता है. मगर चलो, that's I think a good wrap on Pakistan's batting. I think we lost it versus Rashid and Parkinson. We could never recover after that. Just do you have any input on Pakistan's very pathetic display versus spin bowling? हम तो माने जाते हैं स्पिनर खेलने के लिए, तो ये कैसे हो रहा है? और UAE में वर्ल्ड कप है यार, यहाँ पे I feel like you really miss शोएब मलिक यार. आजम खान की जगह शोएब मलिक आ रहा होता ना, वो तो ऐसे लंबे लंबे छक्के देता है स्पिनर को नीचे. Probably the best Pakistani batsman coming down to spinners, and I really felt you missed his experience. आपको buffer over भी वो दे सकता था. आजम खान ठीक है, again you also mentioned lot of promise, but I think there's a lot of way for him to go. अभी बहुत उसको और खेलना है. 41 और 43 T20s खेला हुआ है. PK strike rate अच्छी है, मगर 22 की average है. Doesn't have enough experience. Still needs work on his fitness. Really I feel like मलिक वहाँ होना चाहिए था, तो हमारा चांस था.
आज मलिक को काफी मिस किया. I couldn't agree more. आज especially against the spinners, Malik with his experience, वो situation control कर सकता. We've seen him do it many a times in the past. I really missed him. He should have been in the squad. Like I said, and like you said also, Azam Khan, a lot of potential, not the right time for him to be playing for Pakistan this वक्त. He needs to develop a bit more, focus on his fitness and also on his game a bit more. लेकिन मैं ये कहूँगा against spin, यार देखो, credit needs to be given to both Parkinson and Adil Rashid. I think they bowled brilliantly. They pitched the ball in the right areas. They bowled both of them. Different types of bowlers. Adil Rashid a bit quicker, Parkinson and a lot slower. But 45, 46. 45, बिल्कुल ही. मतलब तुमसे शायद थोड़ा तेज है, लेकिन लेकिन हाँ, तो उनने दोनों के उनकी जो है वो बॉल्स जो हैं वो ग्रिप कर रहे थे, टर्न कर रहे थे. They were bowling in the right areas. और अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम लोग we looked at all at sea. लेकिन एक बात मैं और भी कहूँगा, had we knew that we were not chasing 200 runs, we might have played them better. प्रेशर बहुत था यार उसको कर. हम लोग मतलब हम लोग कभी, मुझे नहीं लगता है कि आई थिंक शायद थर्ड ओवर में मे बी और फोर्थ ओवर हम लोग कभी रिक्वायर्ड मिनट से ऊपर गए ही नहीं.
हम नहीं गए
थ्रू आउट द गेम. तो ऑब्वियसली स्कोर पर प्रेशर आएगा यार. एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट, इफ द बॉलर्स आर बॉलिंग वेल, तो वो प्रेशर और फिर विकेट भी गिर गई. So yeah, we got into a bad hole there, and they credit to them, their bowlers bowled really well. एक चीज हफीज कर सकता था, that although I think he tried, he could have used his feet a lot more. मुझे लग रहा था कि हफीज जो है ना अपनी क्रीज में खेल रहा है, और मुझे लग रहा था कुछ ऐसे कि जैसे दिमाग में ये एक स्ट्रैटेजी ऑलरेडी से बनाया हुआ है कि we cannot lose more wickets, so we need to keep the run rate under check. लेकिन खैर है, कवर अप हो जाएगा बाद में. विकेट बिल्कुल प्रायोरिटी is to not lose a wicket, and I think वो स्ट्रैटेजी गलत है.
ठीक है, तुम्हारी इस अप्रोच से मैं कुछ हद तक एग्री करता हूँ. इस स्टेज ऑफ द गेम में तो डेफिनेटली एग्री करता हूँ. स्टार्ट में थोड़ा डिसएग्रीमेंट है, बट खैर, यू मेंशन्ड बोथ लेग स्पिनर्स फॉर इंग्लैंड. एक तो यार इट्स अमेजिंग टू सी इंग्लैंड प्ले फ्रिगन two leg spinners in a game. मजा आ गया मुझे देखकर. I feel like Pakistan should do that as well. But yeah, you mentioned both of those leg spinners being different. Adil Rashid a little quick in the air. Parkinson extremely slow, took pace off the ball. So this whole क्या कहते हैं, contrasting styles of leg spin, I think they did Pakistan, and credit to them of course. And I think they won England the game for sure. और बाकी I think going into the UAE World Cup, I think England have really found a gem in Parkinson to bowl in tandem with Rashid. ये तो dangerous team होंगे इस World Cup में.
क्योंकि लेग स्पिनर इज ऑलवेज योर विकेट टेकिंग ऑप्शन. सही है, वो अगर रन्स ऑन द बोर्ड हो तो आपका वेपन वो बहुत स्ट्रांग हो जाता है, क्योंकि देन दे कैन टॉस इट अप. विकेट लेने के लिए वो ये एग्रेसिव बॉलिंग कर सकते हैं. तो ऑब्वियसली एंड विद इंग्लैंड्स पावरफुल बैटिंग लाइनअप, हैविंग टू क्वालिटी लेग स्पिनर्स इज ऑलवेज अ प्लस. स्पेशली यूएई वो काफी एक इंपॉर्टेंट साइड होगी.
100%. In this last segment, I just want to talk about potential changes that Pakistan could make for the upcoming decider at Old Trafford. And I'll start, Hashim. First things first, I think Azam Khan, theek hai. We mentioned lot of promise. Jaan bhi mari hai, A for effort. Badi fit fielding kar raha tha. But I don't know, man. I think it's too soon, and I would bring in Fahim Ashraf for Azam. It gives you more options with the ball, and Fahim can hit as well. So that's what I would do. In an ideal world, of course, I would have Shoaib Malik over there, but unfortunately, वो squad में नहीं है. And then, of course, Haris Rauf. I've said it before. I've been a big fan, big proponent, but I don't know, man. I think it's time you bench him or Hassan Ali if he's fit. He should come in.
ये तुमने शो पर आके पूरी different approach ले लिया और हारिस रफ.
यार अब क्या करें? I can't put blinders on, right? You have to. तो खैर. Hassan, if he's fit, should come in for Haris. If he's not fit, I don't think अभी वसीम जूनियर और अर्शद इकबाल की जगह बनती है. फिर मैं हारिस को ही खिला दूंगा. और फिर lastly, I don't know, Imad Wasim, तुमने कहा we both agreed that he was decent today. But seeing England bowl so well with two leg spinners in the team, I think I want to bring in Usman Qadir for Imad Wasim. क्योंकि अगर हसन और फहीम आ जाते हैं तो वैसे ही आपका बैटिंग ऑर्डर तो लंबा हो जाता है. So you can afford to play Usman Qadir. So those are the three changes I would make. What about you?
So I would bring Hassan Ali in place of Haris. I would Usman Qadir if I'm playing. I'm just trying to think who I would sit out. कौन निकालूंगा?
हसनैन या इमाद में से एक जाएगा.
उस्मान कादिर doesn't bat at all. तो उसको मैं हसनैन को फिर I'm a bit confused to be honest. I'm not too sure कि मैं ये change अभी करूँगा कि नहीं करूँगा. अगर बिठाना है तो I'll probably I'll go with Imad. मैं इमाद को नहीं निकालूँगा. So I'll probably be replacing Hasnain. Like I said, the only factor in my mind is the dew factor. अगर Old Trafford में dew पड़ेगी तो फिर पता नहीं कितना effective होगा for Usman Qadir और वो ball control कर सकेगा कि नहीं, I don't know. But Haris Rauf is out for sure. Hassan Ali if he's fit. If Hassan Ali is not fit, then I'd play Fahim Ashraf in place of Haris. Azam I'll stick with. So I'm just basically telling you मेरे क्या जो तुमने changes किए हैं उसके response में. And I would go with Hasnain over Usman over Hasnain probably. Yeah, I'm not too sold on playing Usman.
You can do one more thing, by the way. You can bring in Hassan for Haris Rauf. You could bring in Fahim for Imad, and then you can bring in Usman Qadir for Hasnain.
For Hasnain, yes.
So
this combo actually sounds better क्योंकि फिर हमारे पास spinning options ज़्यादा हो जाएंगी क्योंकि इमाद का spin करता नहीं है ball और बैटिंग डेप्थ मिल जाएगी जो इमाद से अगर निकाल के बैटिंग डेप्थ खत्म होती है तो फहीम अशरफ कैन कवर अप फॉर दैट. तो आई थिंक या that sounds. हालांकि I do kind of want to see a bit more of Hasnain. मुझे लग रहा था कि वो बेचारे की bowling अच्छी थी. Unfortunately he was on the wrong side because Butler was on the other side. लेकिन वैसे ही didn't bowl terribly. I think he was okay. But yeah, if I were to make changes, I'd go with Usman in place of Hasnain, Fahim in place of Imad, and what's the other guy's name?
Hassan Ali.
Hassan in place of Haris.
That's a wrap for volume 8, folks. Thank you so much, Hashim, for joining us for this volume. Of course, guys, if you liked or enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon in order to be notified about my latest videos. If you have any questions for future episodes, do tweet them at DefMango using the hashtag AskKrikazi. And if you have any other comments about the selection changes that Hashim and I have made, please mention those in the comments section below. That's all, folks, for this time. Qazi off the mic.
Have a look at that. Miles up. Oh, it's nearly taken someone out in the stands. That was a flat 6 right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, up into the members, and it went like a rocket.